And moments ago, the national anthem and the mental preparation for the game ahead. It's that time of year, mid-season NBA action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. And as always, happy holidays to each and every one of you, all of us, and 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Hey guys, taking a look here at Kyle Lowry. What will we see from him?
Yeah, what a great passer he is, Kevin. From the simple to the spectacular. I mean, this is a guy who can place a pinpoint lob for the alley-oop or just make the simple pass that leads to a basket.
And he is also a very savvy on-the-ball defender. He'll turn a crossover into a turnover if you try it against him.
This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
You know, I'm not sure how it happened, but last year they had major trouble with these guys. Did not win a single game against them in the season series.
Now Young, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks, and he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Young. After the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Like at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Raptors are gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. For the 3. That's Lowry again missing. A little embarrassment in the recent pass. That can help you get ready to get down to some business.
Well, there's always that motivation of revenge, okay? You know they want to save face and turn the tables this season. You know they'll be going hard for the sleep.
I mean, these are prideful plays.
Without question.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Lowry. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Get outside, get outside.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit.
Kevin, his passing is what blew me away. I mean, to see him orchestrate their offense so impeccably, that was a sight to behold.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Detroit Pistons.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Here's O'Gee. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide-open look there.
Pass to Hunter. Kicks to Gallinari. Fires from the wing. That's good. Gallinari's got his first basket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Fires the 3. Gets it to go.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. They get a hand on it. Lots of room. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Toronto trailing.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And the Raptors with the ball after the made shot from Hunter. Here's O'Gee. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
And so here's Toronto. It's a three-point game. Gallinari with the rebound.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there. Well, Kevin, we got a moment now to look back to last year's Atlanta Hawks. 10th in free throw shooting, 12th in blocks, and they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. Pretty impressive.
And this is a good shooting team, Clark. It really shows in their free throw percentage. You mentioned they were in the top 10 in terms of free throw percentage as a team last year. I think it's important for this club to really attack offensively. When they do get to the line, they tend to knock down their free throws, and those easy points go a long way. And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him, when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Number 23. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Hunter. The pass to Young. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He's almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
And the Raptors miss again. Atlanta leading by 11. And the pass to Dunn. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, he has to be frustrated by how his offense is flowing. I can't blame him. They're getting good looks out there, but the shots just aren't falling.
And that can get into a team's head if it goes unchecked, continuing to miss good shots. So this timeout might be a way to combat that.
Now here is Davis. No good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Number 43. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Reddish, defended by Powell. Reddish, and the rejection by Powell. In low to Davis. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
There's the pick. Another shot, and the layup is good.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Here's Powell. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The Hawks leading by 13. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Dunn. Can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. OG, he's guarded by Collins. Gets it to go. 10 points for him.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continue to go out there and do his thing.
Dunn, covered by Flynn, and the shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Now, defensively, they have to pick up the intensity and close out on shooters.
Steve, you're right. I mean, they're getting picked apart out there, and the intensity on D's got to pick up as well. I mean, you can't have it on cruise control on defense.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for us. They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
There's a good screen. Here's O'Gene. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From half court, no luck. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Miami Heat take on the Dallas Mavericks live this Friday night.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The Hawks leading by 12. There's the dish to Collins. He passes to Dunn. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
And the Hawks making a change here. On the left block, Green for 2 points. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Bogdanovich. Dunn passes to Bogdanovich. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him. Back to Johnson. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Johnson the screen. Number 43 gets it to go. Here's Bogdanovich. 5 points in the game. There's the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there. And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Rejected by Young. The Hawks leading by 15. Young off a pick from Bogdanovich. Out to Gallinari. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open. After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
Pass it to Bogdanovich, and it's rejected. To the middle, Embry, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. And it's Gallinari again missing.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Johnson can't hit. The Hawks leading by 11. Here's Bogdanovich. Hunter, the pass to Gallinari. The tray. The shot is off. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Johnson up top. Number 22. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
He's gotten his legs underneath him because he's having a heck of a quarter.
And so it's Atlanta with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Here's Bogdanovich. Can't have one. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
Well, no defense. He didn't really need to do the double bump.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, and you know, you'll take what you can from him from the foul line. A season ago, he shot in that low 60% range.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible. Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The Hawks leading by 8. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Kevin, he comes away with a lot of steals by being patient and picking his spots and anticipating, you know, when the shooter is going to go up. And then he just strips it away from him and heads the other way.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
Takes a 3. The Raptors rebound. Puts up a 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Now, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, and Clark, you know, rebounding's a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable. They're doing a nice job collectively.
Number 43. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, in their last game, guys, he was dialed in at the line.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it may have been the strongest part of his game that night.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results. It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Gallinari. Up and in on the way. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Embry. Second chance shot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. 5th, the Raptors.
Seemed like they went through stretches, guys, where they just didn't miss from beyond the arc, and that carried those numbers right up to the top of the list.
And the shot is good from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Number 43. And good on the basket. Booking. He's got 6.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Pass to Hunter. Left in the first half of basketball.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 2nd in steals, 5th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were top 10 in free throw percentage. That's always helpful in winning games.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about, because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out and played the passing lane, tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. Shot is off, and Toronto will come the other way. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. The 3 from Thomas. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hawks passing it around, and that one's good. Young's got 9.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Outside Lowry. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks leading by 13. Dishes it to Gallinari. The feed to Young. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Just 3 on the clock. And it's good on the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hawks lead by 15. And we'll have the start of the second half when we come back after the break. But right now, let's go over to Damon Bruce at the Sprint Halftime Show.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Bruce, and the NBA season is really getting into gear. A tremendous start for the Hawks. If the playoffs started right now, they'd be on the outside looking in, but it could all change. A win here would move them into the 8th seed. It's been a disappointment, though, for the Raptors so far. Missed free throws, all too common thus far. You have to be able to punish a team for fouling you. Kyle Lowry making his presence felt early. You have to love the way he's asserted his will on the offensive end. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening. The San Antonio Spurs trailing Milwaukee out in Milwaukee. And after the first quarter, got a 4-point deficit. And the other game also going on still. Cleveland has the lead against the Warriors at Oracle Arena, about midway through the third out there. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now let's get you back to the action just north of the border in Toronto.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been a clinic from Young.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Well, we've got a minute. Let's hit the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Toronto right now, for Toronto, they have shot 50% from the line today, 40 for 6.
What?
The Hawks leading by 12. Tipped away. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Boucher. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Pulls up. They get it back. He feeds it to Gallinari. It's Young on the wing, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Look now at the Raptors' upcoming schedule. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Yeah, no question. Boston fans hoping their team can pull it off today.
They set the pick. Number 43. Feeds to Lowry. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Got a piece of it.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 9. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. They can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Raptors trail by 8. Number 43. Rebound by the Hawks. Young's got his 3rd rebound tonight. He passes to Bogdanovich. They can't stop the run with that one.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Number 43. Boucher. And again, Toronto no up. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
The Raptors shooting 40% from the field. Number 23, defended by Bogdanovich. 3-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Young, right side. To the paint. Cantala makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. For Toronto, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
And you take a look at the numbers, guys. They shot 80% from the free throw line as a team a year ago.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Atlanta leading by 8. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. He kicks it to Young. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's O'Gene. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
The Raptors have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. The first one falls.
Oh, a perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Hunter. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Young. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Kicks it to Lowry. Lets it go from deep. But slams it back in.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
What, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch. Gotta love it.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for three. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And here's what's up coming now for the Hawks. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Raptors trail by 9. The drive by Lowry. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
You know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is. Look at that effort and energy as he creates the second chance and then converts.
He doesn't just convert, Clark. He converts with maximum force.
He could give lessons on the art of offensive rebounding.
OT defended by Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
He misses the free throw. And the Hawks making a change here. And he sinks the second. The Hawks leading by 8. It's Young on the wing. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Young's got 13 points.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
Oh, look at it.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. The shot. Again, Young missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Reddish. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Very high-quality shots. Can't get enough of those.
Here's O'Keefe. Offensive rebound. Here's Powell. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks leading by 8. Young outside. Reddish. Connects from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Number 23. From down in the low post, it goes. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Young outside. They set the pick. Reddish. Back to Young. Reddish. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Pass to Davis. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's OG. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. 14 points for him. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got injury here.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in.
This is great stuff, guys. You can tell he's hurting, but he continues to play well.
The shot by Powell, no good. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's the screen. And Davis pulls it down.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The dish to Powell. Number 43. Nails from three-point land. 16 points for him. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Kept alive by Atlanta.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers this Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time.
And the final period of play just about to start. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Gallinari.
Power punch right there.
Great.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
And guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game. Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Here's Bogdanovich. Softly drops in the floater. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Lowry drives in. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
It's been a good night for Kyle Lowry. 9 points and 1 steal as well.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 7. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Dishes to Gallinari. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. That's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. And of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
The Raptors making a switch here. Powell's checked in. The feed now to Lowry. From outside, off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. On its way from Young for 2. No good with the wing jumper. Raptors trail by 9. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And the first one at the line is good.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shots good from Hunter. The Raptors shooting 43% from the field. Lowry drives in. Gets it to go.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin. Well, the Hawks coach had some advice for his team over that last break. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Thanks, Doris. Raptors trail by 10. Number 43, Gallinari covering. Powell dishes to Lowry. Ejected by Young. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 12.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
Good. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Lowry. Traps in the tray. Lowry's got 7 points for the quarter.
The defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three. That fourth foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
Second team foul.
Here's Young. Long range from the inbound. There's the bucket. Good.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Raptors trail by 10. The pass to Powell. He feeds it to Lowry. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. The free throw drops for Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Young kicks to Hunter. There's a screen. Back to Young. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Stolen away. Fast break Toronto. Always got the ball.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 6. Rejected by Hunter. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
The Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. The three. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's OG. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. I mean, his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Back to Young. Feeds it to Collins. Backs him down. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Toronto?
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
And Young, here we go.
Complete domination. What a game for Young. He has 18 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
Good on the second free throw. Raptors trail by 7. Outside Lowry. Number 23, defended by Bogdanovich. Boom, he jams it straight down. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
And the Hawks making a change here. On defense, Toronto. Molinari passes to Hunter. He kicks it to Young. Makes the lead pass. Shot is blocked. They retain possession. Here's Hunter. 4 seconds left.
As they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
I agree. Number 23. The putback. Boucher throws it down with the quick putback jam. And now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Those are exactly the kind of hustle plays that can really spark a team. That's solid work down in the paint area. .158 left in the fourth quarter.
Young against Lowry. Young dishes to Gallinari. Capella. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 5. Number 23, defended by Bogdanovich. Number 43, ripped away. Fast break, the Hawks. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Misses the layup.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. Nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Hawks on D. Young with the steal.
Now, the defender was so close to him on that pump fake that he just took the ball out of his hands.
A 3 ball. Gets it to go. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Toronto working the ball around now. A shot by Lowry, no good.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys. He may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Capella, blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Here's Bogdanovich. Fast break, Toronto. Number 23. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one. That makes it a 7-point lead. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 8. 5 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one. Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't stand close enough on the